Hey guys, hope you all having a good morning. Today I want to talk about hotwifing. Yep, seems to be something that's the rave. Check it out. Let me just show you guys what it's about.
I bought this pineapple headband because TikTok told me wearing
And his name is Cuck Daddy Real Estate. Cuck Daddy. Chuck Daddy Real Estate. Okay.
pineapples or upside down pineapples was an identifying sign for swingers, and you might get approached. I've been wearing it out in public for weeks, nothing. Until today, when on the checkout line, two dudes told me, "Oh, we really like your headband and we love your physique. Do you like pineapples?"
Yeah. All right. That's something I didn't want to know about. Next. Here it is. All right.
This is Hotwifing explained. A hotwife is when a wife has multiple sexual partners with the husband's consent. So in my case, I can sleep with anyone that I really choose, men, women or couples. I just go up to my husband and say, do you like the look of these? Yes or no? And if he says yes, then I can go for it. So hotwifing is so common in the swinging community, whereas most guys would like to see their wives with someone else and actually get a kick out of it. From my personal experience and speaking to others, when the wife...
You have to be really low to get, as a man, to get off on your wife having sex with another man. Okay? I'm just saying, it just, I don't see, it's just being a cuckold. Being a cuck. Look, that's why they say porn is bad for you. Porn could really be bad for you because some men, that's where it stems from. They get off on seeing another man screw their wife. It gets that bad. And they say porn messes up your brain. They ain't joking.
Wife has had a meet with someone else and the husband ejaculates after that, it feels 100,000 times better than it ever has before. This is hotwifing explained. A hotwife is when a wife has multiple sexual partners with the husband's consent. So in my case, I can sleep with anyone that I really choose, men, women or couples. I just go up to my husband and say, do you like the look of these? Yes or no? And if he says yes, then I can go for it. So hotwifing is so common in the swinging community, whereas most guys would like to see their wives with someone else and actually get a kick out of it. From my personal experience and speaking to others, when the wife has had a meet with someone else and the husband ejaculates after that, it feels 100,000 times better than it's ever.
This is so weird. So, it's just I don't get it, man. I don't, because what about love triangles? That's what I'm saying. What about love triangles? What happens when that happens? Or the husband gets turned on that he wants to smash that other woman instead of you. Now what? Now this person's saying, just to clarify, we're in an open marriage. We both meet each other, be other people separately and together. Separately and together. If you don't understand the concept, please don't leave a nasty comment, but learn about the lifestyle. I mean, now you want to put yourself out there, but then you're afraid to get judged. Give me a break. So why is a comment? Why have a husband? Just stay single and do what you want. Or is it because he has money? People slating this lifestyle are not realizing the honesty and trust it builds between partners. How many couples cheat on each other? Why not just don't get married? I love a hot wife, but I'm not sharing with no one. I would. He said I would kill them. Oh, oh. You know, he's being real, man, because this would automatically boil over, bro. This would boil over. I'm just being real. It would boil over. I mean, I I've had some dabbling in the swinger community, but I would never take this seriously. I would never ever have a wife that is you know I I would never swing with a wife. That's it. I do that solo. This is just so it makes no sense, man. It's just why don't you be by yourself? Because it's just the fact that this could go so bad. Okay, it could go so bad. I mean, babies could come out of it. When I was in the swinger community, uh there was a man, he was with his girlfriend, and he ended up, I heard from what I heard through the grapevine, he was getting a couple of those chicks pregnant. This is not something, they don't tell you. See, they always tell you this stuff about these alternative lifestyles, but they tell you it's such the new thing, it's so cool, so comfortable, but they never tell you the bad side of it. Okay. And here's one user said, as a rule, someone's get hurt eventually. Someone's getting hurt. Yeah, someone is getting hurt eventually. All right. You cannot tell me that's not gonna happen. You can't. All right. There's someone saying here, we'll see this one.
The other day, I got asked the difference between cuckolding and hotwifing. So, cuckolding involves more of an element of shame and degradation, whereas hotwifing really doesn't. For an example, let's just take a married couple. So, if the husband is the cuckold, that means that he likes the idea that another man maybe has a bigger penis or can please his wife better than he can. Sometimes the wife will go and be sexual with someone else on her own. Sometimes the husband will be there and will watch and either isn't allowed to participate or might participate in more of a degrading role. Hotwifing, on the other hand, doesn't really have that shame degradation aspect. It's more of the husband just being turned on by his wife being so sexual and being with other people. He may or may not watch. He might just want to hear about her exploits. And it doesn't have to be a married couple, either of these. I'm just using that for an example. And also, so the hotwifing.
That dude is a simp. I don't care. This is look, this is simping. This is ultra simp instinct. The woman's being a Super Saiyan harlot. There's no way to explain it. There isn't. Okay, there just isn't. I don't know what else to say. The man's getting degraded in this. You can't say otherwise. He's being degraded in this. Swingers, it's he's still taking a risk because there's love triangles, man. It's just sure to, like, something is going to go bad. Something is going to go bad. One way or the other, someone's going to catch feelings because the thing is like when you advertise your significant other to somebody else, it's going to have her tasting other products that could be better than yours. That dude may have a better stroke game than you. Could blow her back out better than you. And then you can't get mad when feelings develop. I know I remember a female friend, she got into that type of lifestyle and lost a friend over it. See, that's the thing. They don't tell you about that, man. They just don't. They always tell you the bright side of it, but they never tell you the negative. Never, ever, ever. Let me get to some reading now. Men's health. All right. What to know about hotwifing, kink, and open relationships? Does the idea of your partner sleeping with other people kind of turn you on? No. If you ever scroll through a dating or hookup app, geared toward ethical non-monogamy, such as failed. You might have encountered the terms hot wife or hotwifing and wondered what they meant. Hot wife is a term used widely in the non-monogamous community. It pertains to a specific type of sexual behavior. Hot wife is a term that is used in swinger communities to refer to a wife or a typical partner of someone who is allowed to have intimate relationships with others, says Moshumi Jaus, MFT, a licensed sex therapist. FYI, while hot wifing is often associated with swingers, anyone who is in an open relationship or marriage with a penchant for kinky fun can dabble in the practice. A hot wife is typically a woman married to a man, and the other partners that she is allowed to hook up with typically are other men. Jones adds, while the term does imply specific gender roles, the behavior itself is customized to suit any couple's needs. Scenario: the female partner is actually encouraged by her husband to go out and sleep with other people, explains Claudia Aguirre, co-founder of the Luxury Lifestyle Vacations, a travel brand curating fantasy-like travels experiences for the sex-positive traveler. Said husband enjoys the idea of her getting it on with other partners and derives sexual satisfaction from it. The male partner in this dynamic is known as the cuckold. Kind of says something different from what I was listening to on TikTok. This dynamic can be very arousing for both people. How? Joust says. For the male partner, it's humiliating, emasculating, or it can be because other hot men see their wife as attractive, all of which have a different varieties of arousal and can certainly bring spice into the marriage, she explains. For who? For the female partner who enjoys being a hot wife, it can be awesome to hold a lot of power to go and hook up with and have relations and dalliances with other people as she desires. As usual, this is some, women's empowerment, freedom BS that just brings a man down, and she could do whatever she wants. It just seems like a way to escape the confines of traditional marriage and to just have, deal with something messy when it comes down the road. Because once again, what happens with love triangles? What happens with affairs when, the husband says, no, you're not sleeping with that dude, and you do it anyway? Because the dude has game. The dude turns you on. Now what? Like I said, you just offer your product, let me put it this way. You offer your customer, right, a different brand, a different business brand. It's not your brand. They try it out. You let them try out your competitor, and now you're going to be mad because they like your competitor more than you. And then you want to get mad that they're a disloyal customer. See what I mean? Would Microsoft ever try to tell their customer, why don't you just try out, Dell computers and possibly risk losing their customer? No. They wouldn't. The hotness in hotwifing comes back to the taboo nature of it all. Men aren't supposed to be down for their wives sleeping with other people, and women aren't supposed to get off on cheating on their husbands. Boy. Pep Aguirre, CEO of Luxury Lifestyle Vacations, defines hotwifing as a fantasy or a kink of sharing your wife with other men, which makes me wonder, who is this really kink for? If you're a woman being shared, are you fully in control? If she wants it, then it just says that she doesn't really respect you. Or, you offer this and then she gets a taste of it. Now you're mad that she doesn't want to stop. Now what? Claudia Aguirre explains that this dynamic can have troubling implications, particularly when the husband is the one calling all the shots on who his wife is allowed to play with. See, this is what I'm saying. The wife is not going to like this, because you gave her a taste of that little bit of freedom, and she turns into a Jezebel slowly, and Now she's just going to leave you. Some men who are into the cuckold hot wife lifestyle give the impression that they are a whole lot less interested in their wives' sexual freedom and much more into choreographing their own pleasure, she explains. I think this could be from watching too much porn. Watching porn, period. Because now it's like you watch porn and now you want to be a director and have your own little twisted fantasy of your wife getting smashed by other dudes. And in some instances, a wife may not enjoy being a character in her husband's scripts. While all of this may sound like low-key, sinister hot wifing isn't a bad thing when everyone is into it. As Pep McGuire explains, when the hot wife enjoys being a hot wife, both people can engage in this lifestyle with plenty of gusto. Therefore, the power held can be mutual when both parties enjoy this kind of relationship. Even though hot wifing can be sexually arousing for both parties, and that is totally rad, I really want to know, where are all the hot husbandings? Seriously, where are all the hot husbands at? They're not going to allow that. That's going to be looked upon as sexist. You're looking upon, oh, he's abusive, he's a toxic man, but a woman could be a harlot, and it's known as women's empowerment. The fact that hot wifing but not hot husbanding is so common in certain E&M relationships makes me wonder why we're still so stuck on such toxic male-female power structures in sex. I'd love to see more wives owning the hell out of this and sending their husbands, partners off to get some butt from strange women. Huh? All for their kinky pleasure. In my opinion, if we don't have hot husbands, we're kind of perpetuating the patriarchy. You see what I'm saying? You see? I'm not saying let's stop the hot wifing. Let's just make hot husbanding a thing, too. Starts making a list of people who will be into this, so we can definitely make this happen ASAP. I just think this is just a way for, you allow the husbands to do it. It could give a woman a right to divorce you, or because she may just want to deal with the dude that you let her test drive. Lastly, is it chill to keep using the terms hot wife, cuckold, or are they problematic? In Claudia Aguirre's opinion, the term open marriage is probably more preferable as it indicates that all parties are equal and have control. That said, people are straight up allowed to use whatever sexy terms they want, as long as everyone is in arrangement, is on board. Sex positivity, man. So when it comes to this term, it's really what you make of it. If you love it, go ahead and use it. It's your life and your relationship. If it makes you feel kind of gross, or you're using it to exploit your partner for your own gains, well, that's messed up. Everyone enjoys the different sexual dynamics and is entitled to play out those fantasies as long as everyone involved is a consenting adult. I just wonder about the weirdo crap, man. I wonder about the love triangles, unwanted pregnancies. This is very dangerous. And if a man participates in this, he's weak. Exactly. The Working Man Podcast. Exactly. A man who participates in this, you have to wonder about his self-esteem. You have to, because if she goes to a part of territory in this type of lifestyle and you don't like it, you tell her, hey, I don't agree with this. She could tell you to F off, because you already let the cat out the bag. You already let her have this type of sexual freedom. She will not want to be with you. You're like, listen, we did this. We are into this. I like this. I want this. You turned her from a good woman into a Jezebel. Okay? A good woman can be turned into a Jezebel, but can she come back from being a Jezebel? Very unlikely. Just like it says, hell has no fury as a woman scorned. Hell has no fury as a woman being told she has to come back from being a Jezebel. You gave her all that freedom. All those, you told her she could be Mario and have all the pipes she could jump on. Then you tell her she can't do it no more. She can't go to different worlds. She's going to get mad because now you gave her the privilege to go to different worlds, and she got to stay in world 1. Hell no. She want to go to world 8. And a lot of a lot of people are not seeing the dangers of this. Marriage is going to be weird, man, in a couple of years. I just see it. It's going to be so weird. And I don't know, man. Like, imagine your kids, right? They're adults, and they say, like, you know, well, your daughter, well, you know, I'm into, you know, I'm a hot wife now. I'm like, what? And you know what that is. Imagine the arguments when they come, when you see your daughter, you know, and you want to talk to your son-in-law. And you imagine trying to talk sense into your son-in-law. That your son-in-law is a cuck. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.